back to knife painting for this one, folks. Last February I did this one. It's on Facebook. It might be a bit bright. Probably it's gone from very dull today to very bright. Set the exposure down. I've got the overhead lights on as well. I can just take that exposure down. It's just a bit bright if I put that. Once I start using white, it affects. Oh, come on. All right, try that. This one here, and I want to do something. I can brighten up a bit with the brightness. Something like this one. And I was reminded of it by one of my patrons, and I looked at it, I thought, well, I'd like to do something like that again, but it won't be the same, but similar. The knives I use are mainly these two, like elongated playing card spades, but they're beautiful knives. If you get into knife painting, these Winsor & Newton, well, that's Winsor & Newton, that's Winsor & Newton as well. They're both really top quality knives. Don't get cheap ones. They'll bend and you won't get the kink out. This is another very good quality one for laying on big washes or big bits of colour. Now I might be a bit too close to my palette. Yeah, I will be. Oh, maybe if I just lower that down a bit, then we're all happy, aren't we? I think that's fine. So what we've got, cadmium yellow deep, cadmium red, ultramarine, burnt umber, burnt sienna. Black I probably won't use. I'll make my black from the burnt sienna there and the ultramarine. Get a good black with those, and white of course. So today I'm very much influenced by the weather as to what I put in the sky, but I do like grey skies with light shining through, and we had that all this morning up to about an hour ago. Very, very wet morning, but now it's cleared and we've got a very bright day, so I'm having to alter the exposure to compensate. So what I'll do, I'll put a little rough sketch on here, put a horizon. So let's put a sky in, right from the top to the bottom, touch of black. I'll use black for the sky, mixed in with that black, and that will give us a sort of a mid-tone. Now you can work light to dark, dark to light. Perhaps on the blue side, plenty of white in it. So I just put it in. I'm keeping away from the very edge because, oops, you'll need a lot of paper to clean your knife. I've got a mount that this will sort of be photographed in. Compare it. Oh, I know, I meant to put out some yellow ochre. Yellow ochre, very, very useful colour. I never used raw sienna. I use raw sienna in watercolours, but seldom in. I have got it, but I find it. Well, I'm used to yellow ochre. I like yellow ochre. So where's my knife gone? Right, I'll put it down. There it is. Okay, so we'll carry on with putting the light in. You need more white than anything else when you're painting in oil. Don't want the background to show through. The reason you put in a mid-tone background when you draw a page, unless you're experienced, is that whatever you put on a white background looks too white or too dark by comparison. I'm going to work in some lighter colours on that. So what you tend to do is to lighten the colour to get your contrast with the white, what you think is right. But by the time you finish the picture, it's too light all over. Okay, you understand that. Now it's quite a quick way of painting. but it's very, very satisfying. It's like crazy paving, pointing up after you've laid your crazy paving. I can't do it now because my wrists hurt too much, but I have done quite a bit of it on my front of my house. And pointing up, you can make it your own sort of pointing signature. And it's rather like using paint. There's only a bit more black in there. Don't worry about using black as a. Well, let's see, put a bit of burnt sienna with that. That'll give a warmer colour. But I want to put some light in there. I'm looking at my sky at the moment, going over. It wasn't very cloudy, but as the sun was breaking through, you've got that lovely ochre light. And because the sun is quite low down in our northern hemisphere. Now, another tip is to bring your sky into your sea and your sea into your sky. It looks right. If you put a bit of tape across there and go to the tape, then take it off, and you've got a knife edge, it will look wrong. Distance, aerial perspective, a touch of that. I'm not going to do one of my dark, dramatic skies. Right, just bring that down. So it's rough, but it's more or less horizontal. Okay. Clean that. Add a bit of ochre. I won't use anywhere near all those colours. So I'll use a touch of red here to brighten it up. So I wanted to show a little bit. Just a touch. I'm trying to work thinly to save me paint. Can you see that? Yeah. The light is catching on that corner. Not much about that really. And let's get a bit of cad yellow with that cad red. I'll put that down in case I put a bit of greenery on the rocks. Now, you can paint very finely with knives. And we'll just carry that through there. That light on the sky shining through into the sea. Okay. Right, now we want the darker blue for the horizon. Mix a bit of ochre with it. So turn it into a sort of a sea greeny grey. I'm going to merge all that, but try to get your sea horizontal. Okay, carry on with that. Go right across here. A bit lighter there. Okay, now we're going to soften. Get a bit more paper. I buy great big rolls of this. It lasts for ages. From one of those price buster shops up the road. Right, let's just smudge. or soften really. Okay, so I've got my darkest dark under the lightest light now. Right, we'll come down with the sea now. So we're going to need quite a bit of this. Yellow ochre, white, more blue. There are so many ways you can make this colour. Like, see, you can put dark bits on it, more blue, vary the changes. We don't want just a massive one colour. Down to my rocks, paint around my rocks. Don't want to go too thick here because I want to put some white breakers on that bit. Now, I'm not a great sea painter. I don't pretend to be. I don't live near the sea, so I can't study it other than when I go on holiday. More blue in there. Well, I've got my palette that comes from this box easel, and I just put a piece of greaseproof paper around it and tape it with a bit of masking tape. Then when I've finished, I can just roll it up, put it in my bin, and it gives you a nice tone anyway. It's a good surface to work on. I use it for acrylic too. See, now we've got another lighter grey-green there. Just maybe getting the paint on. Can do more highlights on there. But work from the top down, mainly because if you work from the bottom up, you'll get your fingers in the lower paint. Coming lighters, where the crashing waves or the waves coming in, incoming waves, will rough up the sand underneath. Just a bit of dark. Well, that's a bit of light, isn't it? Your knives over the years will get very, very sharp. So when you do that, make sure you're not doing it against your finger because you will cut yourself. A bit too blue. Put some white tips in there. And there's my rock there. Another rock there. Okay, so that's not coming down there. I believe in blurring the edges if you can. Just put a bit of detail in here. Just guessing, not copying the other one. This is where we're coming into the light, the beachy colour. Right, let's get some of that light reflecting on here. So the great one of painting these little paintings is Jackie Gardner. She's fantastic, abstract, slightly abstract painter. She's not on YouTube, but she's, if you Google Jackie Gardner, Scottish painter, she's fabulous. Some of her stuff, I love it. Wish I could do it myself. But you can't go, your style comes with doing it. With, you know, you start by copying people, we all do that. But when you get more used to, your style will emerge. Right, just get a little bit of blue, heavier blue on that horizon there. We're going up hill there, aren't we? Okay, that'll do. Another bit of paper. See what happens to your fingers, right? But a bit of Swarfigo or dishwasher fluid. Take that off. I'm going to put my rock in there now and see what happens. So, burnt sienna and ultramarine. Give a warm black. So we're all even, when it all mucks up a bit. I put water, the sea over that. I mean, it's about a really good dark without using black. Oops. Okay, that's one. I'm going to do that one and that one, and then we'll start to work in some sea. Right. More ochre in this one. It's lighter nearer. Bit more of that rich black. There's a shadow there. Now we can put a bit of light on there. It's glistening on the wet rock. Okay, paper. Right, now we want to lighten up. I won't put the beach in, I just put in the yellow ochre and the white and this light, this slightly bluer colour there, and the sand is being churned up. While we've put our white highlights in. Great colour for sand is burnt sienna and white, or burnt umber and white. Slightly off white. Can have some fun with all this. Now there will be a bit of shadow in there. Then the fiddling starts. Not going to use any brushes in this. I think your imagination develops with time. I haven't got a great imagination. You might think I have, but I haven't. I've just got a repertoire in my head that I can call on, but I make these things up as I go along. And if I believe it, if it looks right, it is right. Right, now we'll get this burnt umber and make some bit of raw burnt yellow ochre as well, and a lump of white, and that will be for our beach. A lot of merging going on. What did I say? Burnt white. You can even mix a bit of alizarin crimson if you want. Now let's do a bit dark. I will lighten that. It's just want a colour change. A bit of seaweed and all sorts of stuff on there. And put a bit of shadow on it. We want, although there wouldn't be a lot of shadow in a day like this, everything will be uniformly dark or dull. There are the colours. Right, let's get some whitey sort of stuff on there. They're not quite white. Oops. Have a wiggly. Wiggly bit. And into that we can put a bit of the tone colour. Anybody remember Nancy Kaminsky? She was a great demonstrator on American TV, but she was very popular over in the UK. But she largely did still lifes, and she showed how she did it. And she, as far as I remember, she wasn't a great painter, but she was a great demonstrator. Well, let's just get this sand colour in here. How's that look? Now some highlights. That sky reflected in there. It's quite difficult showing the ripples as it works its way up the beach, but you can with a bit of the darker shadowy colour. Just put in some of those, the shadow in front of the ripples. Oh, that'll do. It's just don't want that too bitty there. But we have got that light coming through. Right. Just get a bit of spray there, and then the other edge. And a bit of okay, well, I don't think I can do much more to that other than put a bit of seaweed or rubbish on the beach of the high tide mark, or right. That's not. That needs a little bit of more of fill in there. Okay, I'll put that in the mount and we'll have a look at it. That's all I'm going to do to it. The back of the mount gets a little bit murky. With that. Let's put that there. I should have thought about that earlier, shouldn't I? Let's take those out. No, they're going to come out. Oh, it's pretty good. It's just showing a bit of that masking tape at the top there. Well, there we are. We probably could just add a little bit of light onto there, just a real highlight. Just coming through there. Right, I've left most of my blue, all of my cadmium red, and all of my black, and all of that cadmium yellow, more or less. So I'm squeezing out of big tubes. You tend to squeeze out too much. Of course, the manufacturers love it, right? But us poor distressed artists. So if you like this sort of thing, there are many others on Patreon for you to see for a very small donation. But I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching, guys. See you soon. Bye bye. Now, before I do that, I'll give you that square on. So there we are. This is almost white, it's ivory. So that's quite accurate. See you soon. Bye bye. Let you watch it for a few seconds. This will be on Facebook as well, for all the world to see.